Iowa, though, has gone the other way in the Trump era. It's become reliably red. But this race may be different. Tell us what you're finding on the ground there in Iowa.
Right, so I'm in Northwest Iowa, which whatever the darker shade of red is for red, that's Northwest Iowa, very conservative socially and otherwise. And I've been spending time with Rob Sand, who's the Democratic nominee for governor. And it's really sort of the flip side of what a populist campaign could look like that doesn't claim that there are evil, dark forces rigging elections and rigging nominations and rigging votes. He doesn't talk about foreign policy issues. He doesn't blame anything on AIPAC. And in fact, what he does at his town hall meetings, I was at 3 of them yesterday, is he goes after both parties, but for not doing the job that it is available for them to do under a system that he said works. It's just the people that are within the system that are not doing what they're supposed to do. And really interesting, Jonathan, he asks Republicans, independents, and Democrats to raise their hand, and they kind of look at him at first, and he's like, look, we need to all get along and not be suspicious of each other. And that's why I'm doing this. And once he knows who the Republicans are in the crowd, once it comes time for Q&A, he gives them the first question, and he wants to have a conversation. It's so different than what I've seen from some of these other Democratic populists. Now, obviously, different states, different voting pools will demand different kinds of candidates. But this is the sort of Democratic campaign that I think can win in a red state. It acknowledges the politics. He still has areas of disagreement with the majority of voters here in Iowa. He acknowledges them up front. He tells them where he's coming from. He tells them why. And I think it's the sort of politics that doesn't have to feel as though it's divisive and dark, which has just made it interesting to cover, because whether you're on the right covering Republican primaries or the left with a lot of the Democratic primaries that I have been covering, not to mention these general elections, I don't often see a politics like this.
And Democrats growing more optimistic about both the Senate and gubernatorial races there in the Hawkeye State.